So for someone who was pretty happy overall with episode 1 of The Girl I Like Forgot Her Glasses, I pointed out the camera angles and the odd things that GoHands does and even did in that first episode. But when you compare the overall internet reaction, I mean, people were criticizing. There was pure haters on this show, and honestly, I get it. I mean, GoHands, they ain't for me as a studio. The episode 1 of The Girl I Like is literally the first time I was like, actually, maybe I'll check out a GoHands anime. But I will say, after leaving episode 2, there was not one moment that truly took me back and I was like, damn it, GoHands, who let you cook? Because they are the type of studio who does these weird wide angles. I mean, look at the first episode, go look at any of their works in the past decade, really. I mean, they just like spin the camera up, they like stretch angles, they do weird wonky 3D in the middle of 2D. It's a weird design choice that they typically do. But because this wasn't an action anime or anything that should have too much craziness, there's only so much they should realistically be able to do weirdness for their production, and I think they got it out of their system if episode 1 and 2 are anything to go off of, because while there was some wider shots, nothing about this felt like, man, that's visually weird. This just looked like a consistent, good-looking episode, and you got to just enjoy the simplistic craziness of a girl who forgets her glasses, a boy who is crushing hard. I mean, literally 3 different times the plane set off and he was nutting off to space. I mean, it's a pretty wholesome show, all things considered. And yeah, there's easy solutions like tie your glasses around your neck, have a backup pair of glasses, but it's a simplistic premise about a cute little will they, won't they love story. And honestly, if episode 2's how this show's gonna look going forward, I'm here for the ride. Now, full live reaction episode 2 of The Girl I Like Forgot Her Glasses is available on my Patreon if you would like to see my full uncut thoughts as I watched today's pretty good episode. If anything, I would say this was like at least 2 times better than the first. The first I liked, I literally complimented it. I mean, I pointed out what I didn't like about it, but overall, I think I was one of the more positive voices that was like, hey, actually, you know, as someone who doesn't like GoHands usually, I'm actually here for this one. But leaving episode 2, I feel like it's a better understanding. Like, there's nothing really distracting, there's nothing jarring, and there's a lot of really fun, cute situations. And I think the idea of like a clumsy girl who continuously forgets her glasses and a boy who's just dumbfounded that like either I'm praying too hard and things are happening correctly, or I've signed myself up for a world of chaos I can't comprehend. And the simplistic moments of like them in cooking class and the stew of like, oh, I'm gonna give you a bunch of potatoes and then all you get is meat, or like, hey, I saved you all the meat and all he gets is potatoes, right? It's very simplistic moments, but I think there is a charm about anime productions, whether something like a Non Biori, right? A very simple, sweet slice of life about this very small rural village and how like there's like 3 or 4 students and like they're all different ages, ranging from preschool to like middle school age and stuff, and it's like a very simple, sweet series that's beautiful to look at. And I think there is a place in anime to just have those shows that you can kick back and relax to and enjoy the cute dynamic. And overall, Komura and Mie are cute together. They really are. I mean, she literally pretty much admits that she's crushing at the end of this episode, while she doesn't understand the fact that she literally out loud's like, why was I only thinking about him when I thought about this day? Him, I mean, he's on the nose. Like, he's literally, the airplanes are setting off. Like, there's 3 or 4 moments in this episode where he just is setting off to space. At one point, he has to face away from her and put his head in his hands by the window because he can't face her because he's probably clearly that excited. I mean, it's a wholesome show overall, but I like the fact that they play into the ridiculousness 100%. So they pretty much start off this episode, or one of the intro moments, is she comes to class and she has her glasses on, right? And she's like acting like she can't see, like they're all fogged up. There's no fog whatsoever. But it's kind of nice how they play at the end of the episode where basically one of the students comes in and he's all fogged up, and because it kind of looks creepy and like, you know, he's like a bigger guy, he's got like the fogged up glasses, the people are picking on him, and then she immediately is like, I forgot my glasses because her glasses are fogging up and she doesn't want to be in that same ballpark. It's kind of funny, I gotta admit. There's a lot of those like little moments where you just pretty much are like, okay, this could easily be solved so simply. But we all know one person throughout our lives, whether they're still in our lives or we've just known them, where they just don't solve the simple things. And honestly, someone continuously forgetting their glasses, while definitely animeified, where they made it more extreme, I know so many people who continuously waste money because they have to replace things that they just can't remember where they put it. I don't know how they do it, but they just do it. So you know what? I like it. Yeah, this simply put, get the grandma lens where basically you have it wrapped around your neck so you can just put them on and take them off. But then again, as we see by the end of the episode, she finds a ways to forget them. Well, forget them when she realizes that maybe she shouldn't wear glasses because she's sick and wearing a mask. She's not trying to spread her germs, and wearing the glasses basically fogs them up. There's a lot of simplistic moments, but I like the fact that when they go on their little date adventure where he basically takes her around, they go to get her some new glasses. You gotta imagine that glasses shop is making some mad money off her family. I mean, just 2 episodes in, and I feel like she's gone through 3 or 4 pairs. But I like the fact that it's pretty simple. He's very flustered, he's very nervous, he doesn't know how to act, he's been having his hand held the entire day, I mean the lewdest of all anime activities, and when he tries to leave, he's like shaking as she's holding his hand. It's sweet, man, it really is. It kind of did wear its heart on its sleeve, and it had a good time. And the fact that at no moment did I look at this and say, damn, that's ugly, or why did they do it like that? There's just so many times when watching GoHands anime, I'm like, why did you do it like that? Why are you trying to be that different? It doesn't look as good as you think it does. But this just looked like a consistent character design cast, great background art, and the wide shots didn't make me feel nauseated. I saw all last week people saying like, I was dizzy watching episode 1, I was nauseated watching episode 1, and that doesn't feel like an overreaction because GoHands does make me dizzy. First time I saw handshakers, any bit I was like, bruh, like what the hell? Not only does that shit look ugly, but goddamn, you're making me legit nauseated like I'm on a roller coaster and not the fun kind. But this show, I think, has potential, because while I could completely understand a lot of people skipping out on episode 2, just given that a lot of people seemingly didn't like episode 1, I hope people will, at the very least, if there was anything about the first episode, whether characters or maybe some of the production hooked them in, they give this one a shot, because this one toned everything down and actually made it look good. I saw people saying that it was like ugly, but it was also beautiful. It made them dizzy, but it actually captivated them. Like, there was a lot of like, I like it, but I hate it mixed in that first episode. And I saw it from Twitter to Reddit to videos, like, and I completely understand it. It didn't feel like overreactions in my opinion, but I think episode 2 fixed it. I feel like this is more of how episode 1 should have looked, and we all would have collectively been like, you know what, GoHands? Let GoHands cook, because usually I'm the one saying take them out of the kitchen because I don't know what they're doing. But this one, honestly, I liked episode 1. I really enjoyed episode 2. If they keep on this momentum, I will be here throughout the entire anime season. I think this will be a cute, fun watch that's a little different with a cute premise that's not trying to revolutionize the anime industry, but it has a solid enough production that keeps you there, and honestly, I'm here for the cute will they, won't they, and just the dynamic overall. But hey, those are just my feelings. Let me know what you thought, whether you loved or hated episode 1. How did you feel about episode 2? Did it change your perception of the series overall? Let me know down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new around here, of course ring that bell so you can get notified when I upload more videos to the channel. And like I mentioned, we do have that full live reaction to this episode available on the Patreon, and while you're there, you'll also get a video shoutout like Rerun, Snake Eater 7, James Gray, and Hakuri Oni are getting today. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care and have a good one.